Okay.
Too bad, it's already started.
Alright, here we go. Okay, so... fucking... Alright, watching the new cinematic trailer, right? So you have, first of all, a female and male voice actor, which is like, chill. It's progressive for the right reasons, because when it's the female voice actor, it's female characters. But, like, immediately that fucking death, right? Look how brutal this shit. His fucking skull melts and he turns to ash. Right?
Note,
And it's still got the grim. It's still got, like, the fucking grim dark bite of Warhammer 40,000. And they have the Sister of Battle coming out of the smoke, standing on a pile of skulls and opening it with a fucking bolt gun, right?
This seems redundant, but would you like to tell the people at home what we're talking about here?
Talking about Games Workshop changes, you know, how Games Workshop's changed. But right, because they absolutely could have hired somebody that could have done fucking Astartes level shit, and even just the art style they've gone for. The art style they've gone for is a bit more cartoony, because if we look at Astartes,
yeah,
right,
Astartes is
everything. Yeah, Astartes is a lot more realistic, a lot starker in contrasts. Because we have this, and you just got to look at it, my guy.
It's a lot more Dawn of War.
I can't show anything that's on.
Yeah, the Games Workshop one is a lot more gamey, while this is so much more realistic. But they're both good. They're both good for different reasons. I want to get to one of the kills in Astartes so that I want to get to one of the kills so that we can go over why the differences and how just presentation.
Anyone at home can begin watching Astartes. Not
I'm
leaving this video.
So yeah, I love these fucking little. I always imagine these are just servo skull interceptors because I know they do that on a lot of their missiles in the start. Like most guided missiles, just have a servo skull inside them. But anyway, so they get in the breach, right? And the violence is a lot more visceral than what we saw, which was the nice, crisp disintegration. Don't get me wrong, the disintegration still brutal. This is just brutally efficient. Like, just blam, blam, fucking mincemeat. Even when you get into, like, especially against the Psychers, right?
Well, do we know for sure if those guys were Psychers? Astartes.
Oh, what the fuck do you think they are? Goddamn leprechauns.
Homeboy, the guy who made it, did a video. They're things, right? They are a thing he came up with.
Yeah. Which just happened to be similar to a thing that already existed.
Yeah, he accidentally created tangentially mostly similar to the UVath.
Yeah.
He didn't know that
but
existed.
Just fucking, right, so here's the melee kill in Astartes. Just so fucking brutal, efficient, realistic, right? Fucking go to a melee kill in this animation. We switch to this fantastic voice actor I've forgotten the fucking name of.
Toby Longworth.
Toby Longworth, absolutely ledge. He's great. But, like, there's still brutal shit happening, like Marine's screaming as he's getting eaten alive by the scarab. But when these guys get in for melee, like, the kills are a lot more gamey. The entire thing is a lot more gamey, right? Which makes it a lot more child-friendly, I guess. Like, I don't want to say, like, you know, it's for fucking babies or anything, because it's not. But, like, the whole thing is a lot more comic. Like, it's the difference between, like, The Raid and a Marvel movie violence. You know what I mean?
Generally, yes.
But then there's, like, shit like that where somebody, you know, they stab a thing and there's just a load of fountain of blood comes up.
And they pull someone's spine tap thing out the back.
Yeah, but like in this, it's so much more hard hitting in the vibe. I guess it would be is how I. But like another good example of the difference is if we're talking about examining wounds as well. So here we have the guy after he's had his hand blown off, right? Goes down, removes his helm, pukes up some blood. Focus on that. Focus on how he dealt with it. Sister of Battle. She's got a wounded hand. No focus on the blood.
She prays to the Emperor and is healed.
Does a prayer and it all magically heals.
Now, I know they're kind of angry about that, but I'm fine with it because I can't remember last time Acts of Faith had been, like, in canon.
Miracle dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But fucking, that's it. Like, it's no less brutal in terms of 40k, it's just the, a difference in tone. Like, this is a lot more. This is like a 15, while a size is like an 18, if you understand it. It just has a different level of maturity to it.
Different levels. Or different comparisons of what is the best one.
Well, I wouldn't even call that, because I think they're both good. I think they're both really good cinematics. It comes down more to the fact of... Yeah.
They're both
it
good,
just comes...
they're good for different reasons.
Yes. That. It also just comes down to that. The difference in the maturity is my main thing with it. And just in presentation. Like, they could have got a Astartes guy to do this, or a team as good as a Astartes guy. They could have ran it like an Astartes thing, but it's shot a lot more like a Marvel movie. Like, even in this flowing action sequence here, right? This is shot a lot more like a Marvel movie than it is, you know, just this hard, visceral, hard-hitting action kind of thing.
Do you know how much money they would make if they just hired someone like Astartes and just made a little TV series just as a test?
You mean like they
are
are?
literally doing that, yeah.
They are doing that, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Aren't they doing it? Isn't Eisenhorn gonna be live action?
There is an Eisenhorn show in the pipeline.
There's multiple.
Multiple?
Right now, it's a Love, Death, and Robots style anthology show, and the one that the guy from Hell's Reach is making about the Blood Angels.
Yeah, so there's the Blood Angel ones, which is the Hell's Reach, and then like I said, that's what I said by multiple.
I wonder if they would ever do a sort of Krieg spotlight episode.
They might. I don't think they would do an entire series on Krieg.
No, that's why I said a spotlight episode. Like, if you say it's like Love, Death, and Robots, then it's a spotlight episode.
No, because the models aren't, like, you know, immediately available at your nearest Games Workshop store, so...
Fucking look at this.
Well, to be fair, Talos isn't immediately available at a Games Workshop store either.
I don't have...
Fucking look at this Sister of Battle who just gets fucking turned into a pancake.
Oh, yeah.
Christ. Look at her.
That caught me off guard.
That is so fucking... Oh, I can't... That is
Look
literally
at that
just
fucking
ripped from a piece of
strut, Noah.
40k.
That guy does not give a fuck.
Rest in
me.
peace, he was a real
Right,
one.
I'm gonna stop screen sharing now.
You should have recruited that guy.
Again, I think if I did record the screen share...
Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
I don't know. I don't care.
Well, it's because I imagine in about 5 seconds we're going to talk about something vaguely not okay, and
Anyways,
GW wouldn't want to be known for that.
Games Workshop ain't gonna give a fuck about your YouTube channel, Gore.
Yeah.
Probably not. You're right.
Here's Papeska when he found out about the Harry Potter club at his school.
Can't see it, but okay. But yeah, honestly, I think the more rants. Yet.
It's in the music bot.
Mute in the music box. Oh, there's a reason I have that thing muted.
I still don't understand how the fucking helmet falls off the Sister of Battle.
It cuts through the helmet.
And then she,
Cinematic lock.
But it cuts off, she gets slashed across the front, right? So then the front of it gets cut open, right? But then it just falls off her head in two pieces.
She does get a little cut.
Yeah, but it would have had to go through her head to cut her helmet off like it did.
Faith of the Emperor.
God damn it! I was gonna make that joke.
The late Craig.
The fucking sword hit she does against the Necron is just so lackluster, though. She just gives it a little tap on the leg.
Well, you try stabbing through that stuff.
Necrodermis.
She just gives it a tip. Just gives it a good old little tap.
Again.
And fucking Astartes has no trouble just shoving his chainsaw through it, even though it's not even sharp.
Even though it's not even sharp.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not. It's a fucking chainsaw. He shoves it through him.
Straight ripping and tearing.
Yeah.
Just sheer force of strength.
It is. It is literally just sheer strength.
It's either pure strength or pure will.
Also, right, the fucking captain with the storm shield, right? He just fucking gets, the lasers just hit his shield and you don't see any force field and he just yeets them. I'm not even sure if he even gets shot once, but yeah. I just want to fucking point out, though, that engaging Necrons in close range is actually a very good idea. Because if there's one thing this thing shows, it's that Necrons are shit in melee. Because that's always when the Imperium wins against them. When they're in duels, they take casualty. When they're in shooting duels, they take casualty. When they charge, they kill shit.
Can I ask a question? What is that melee, weapon guy, holding, and what's his, name and purpose?
Which one? The
one with, the two-handed thing. I don't know how to describe it.
Is it like a curved sword?
Yeah, it's two-handed.
It's probably a Falx man. Where is he? Show me him.
He's holding it with both his arms, but his arms are separate. He's not holding it like a normal sword, essentially.
Wait a second. Are you talking about Noah's stream, or are you talking about something else?
The one that was just released, the trailer thing.
Oh, fucking the square sword.
No, not the square sword. The one where he's holding it at, his hands, both hands are on the weapon, but they're a distance apart from it. It looks like something out of Bloody Star Wars. Or actually, best way to describe it. I think Sheldon had it in Big Bang Theory. Something similar.
Young Sheldon.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Square sword.
Are you on about the models? Are you on about the trailer? Are you on about... What are you on about?
The trailer.
The trailer.
There's a Necron that I think is on 4 legs. And it has...
Oh, that's a new unit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't have any, concrete stuff.
Yeah, are you talking about the Spider Boy?
Yeah, that has, this two-handed, not really a sword now.
The one that's attacking the Sister of Battle?
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
Yeah, no. Nobody knows what it is.
Two-handed weapon. But no.
Yeah, no, it hasn't got a thing. It's just, it looks like a phase sword or whatever the fuck they're called, the Lich God carry, but a two-handed version.
Again, it looks like that thing from Big Bang Theory that Sheldon used to try and go against a bully of some sort. And the guy
Wasn't that a Klingon sword?
Power
yes,
sword.
There we go. It literally looks super
bat'leth?
similar to it. I have no clue. I don't watch Star Trek. I'm not a fan. I just know it because of Big Bang.
I hate the Big Bang Theory. I think it is genuinely offensive towards people who like nerd culture. Genuinely view it as a fucking, what you call it?
It's nerd blackface.
Yeah, nerd blackface, that's it. I actually kind of get offended every time I watch it, I'm not going to lie.
Not just that, but it's just visually offensive. There's nothing appealing about it whatsoever.
It's not because you find it offensive, Arthur, it's because you have taste.
What a way to state your superiority.
It's the visual equivalent of like watching a bunch of chicks get ground up into cat food.
Jeez.
I remember my favorite person who doesn't like Star Trek, right? Is there was this guy who, when Star Trek Discovery came out, he watched it up until the point he realized that there were gays in the future. And so he decided he wants his children to be able to watch Star Trek, but he can't expose them to the gays. So what he did was, as the episodes came out, he would cut out the gay characters, all their scenes. The problem is, those guys are the main supporting characters in season 1. They are vital to the plot structure.
Beautiful.
Drop out then.
Don't you love that the fucking 1960s Star Trek? Every other episode is, this definitely isn't about racism, guys. You know what I mean? Oh, we have these people who are white and these people who are black, but a pair of them got together and now we have this lady who is white and black and she's being discriminated against and this is wrong.
Abomination.
Yeah, and every other episode was about a magic cloud.
Yeah.
Fucking Star Trek was literally just supposed to be a utopian society going around making everyone else utopian.
I know it's bad, but I just fucking... That really kind of doesn't interest me. I think it's one of my problems with Star Trek. You need to be an idealist. You need to be an idealist to enjoy Star Trek properly.
The thing is, there's... The Star Trek shows are all different, right? So,
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
Deep Space Nine. Because...
Yes, spy shit and people are shitty
Yeah,
people.
Deep Space Nine
and
is the fucking
intrigue.
grislier side of what goes into running a government like the Federation.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk a lot about Deep Space Nine versus modern Star Trek, because of, like, you know, what it means to be a gritty, like, sort of thing. Because Deep Space Nine is a perfect sort of gritty series because it doesn't, like, invalidate, you know, the next generation. It just sort of gives an explanation of how that's possible, that people could live like that, you know? Whereas modern Star Trek, like Picard and Discovery, are more like, oh, what if everything was shit? What if everything was terrible for everyone all the time?
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks so much.
The thing that I just kind of, like, pulls me out of Star Trek, like, is just how good everyone is. I just don't believe humans are like that. I think is a bit of a problem. Like,
It just seems so boring.
no, it seems amazing. It seems wonderful. I just don't believe humans are like that. It just it makes me take a step back and go, it's not really a very believable character because it doesn't match my cynical, crappy worldview of everyone's a piece of shit.
I don't know. To an extent,
That's my favorite.
a lot of that would be solved by the fact that they live in a post-scarcity society.
True, but even then, even with all the resources in the world, people are still knobheads to each other, I think.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Like, people don't give a fuck about people outside their tribe, is my point. So, like,
Well,
you know,
a lot of that is driven by scarcity.
I don't think it is. I
Like,
think
it
it's
still
human nature.
absolutely would exist, and I mean, there are a lot of pieces of shit in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who fucking wanted to be the best amateur fighter pilot and got his entire fucking team killed, and then tried to pin it on Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Well, you only got one guy killed.
Fucking Will Wheaton.
Oh, shit,
Ghost
Gammon
weapons
sucks,
are
in fact.
disintegration, right? Yeah, they disintegrate shit, right?
Ghost weapons?
Ghost weapons, they disintegrate shit, right?
In
I know what you're about to say, but activate
Yes.
I'm looking it up. That way we don't have an argument.
Yes, they flay it from atom by atom, is how
I
it
feel
works.
like- okay, so
That's disintegration to me.
in the
Yeah.
I think it's more ripping apart.
No, that's disintegration. As far as I'm concerned.
Trying to find
If atomization is not disintegration by some means, because disintegration is you fire something at something and it goes into dust, essentially, which is what
Games Workshop.
atomization is.
Games Workshop, when they're describing the Gauss weapons, remember, no disintegration.
But fucking, what you call it?
oh, P7.
The goddamn the old. But yeah, no, I'm just watching it, and like it seems to have an EMP effect, which is kind of weird. It's not something I expected.
I will say, what was it? Modern Warfare 2 had the fucking EMP section,
Mm-hmm.
and that was actually really well handled. Because, like, hey, you know all the equipment you've gotten used to now? Like, sights, red dot sights and all? Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There was a fucking book I read called The Forever War, where they have a EMP field.
Oh yeah.
They've got the EMP field, and it also does something else, like it stops high volume kinetics. So they have to fucking switch to spears and swords, and it's the only thing that works within it. It's basically a nullification field.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Did you ever read the Book of the New Sun by Gene Wolfe?
No.
I keep asking this question. Nobody ever says yes.
Because nobody likes Gene Wolfe. Gene Wolfe gay.
That was great.
Gene Wolfe gay.
Eh.
It's just shitty sword slash. Sorry, I can't get over this. Like, she ducks under his bed and does a really shit sword slash. It just doesn't look impressive. Just, like, taps it against his leg, like, aha, victory.
I think it was more so just a fucking move of desperation.
I know, but still. It just doesn't look very impressive as well.
Hitting just to hit. You're not really, like, hitting with any sort of...
Purpose. You're just giving a whack.
Yeah, if you're on the losing side of a battle, you just want to get hits in at that point. You aren't... You know you aren't able to get the finishing blow. You're just looking to, hey, maybe I could live for 2 seconds longer for maybe one of my buddies to come and help me. Which, in that animation, they did.
Maybe I could lick something, perhaps.
Their own wounds.
No, you just lick the enemy, and then the enemy's really freaked out about what you just did.
I can taste that you're lying.
Oh god. You just walk up to the enemy, right? You drop your fucking AR-16 or whatever it is.
AR-16?
AR-16.
Was it AR-15? I've forgotten.
That's a shit gun.
It's the one American... It's like the classic American gun, AR-15 or whatever, I don't remember.
Yeah. As far as
that's a good point.
goes,
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down a Walmart and buy myself an AR-15, something like that. I don't know.
Can you even? That's a good...
But anyway,
as you were saying...
so you walk over to the enemy battle line, you throw your weapon down, you sprint towards him, you jump on him, you wrestle with him, you grab his gun and throw it away, you then lick him and whisper in his ear, I can taste you lying. Then you stare him straight in the face, and you plant one singular kiss on his cheek and walk away. And you do this in full view of everybody else of the enemy combatants, so you watch their morale crumble. Just fucking crumble to dust.
This went from a JoJo reference to the most horrid fan fiction I think I've ever heard out loud.
Why is it always fucking Cadians?
What?
Sorry, I'm just looking at the guards and I'm like, why do you have to be fucking Cadians? Can you not be something else?
Because poster...
Here's the thing, Varv. Like, you gotta remember, there's a lot of guard regiments that use the exact same gear as Cadians. You don't even know if they are Cadians anymore at this point.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I know, but I don't care anymore. I'm sick of them.
Fair enough.
Well, aren't we all?
I'm sick of those guard models. I want my sexy new guard models.
Question. You're sick of the Cadians. Well, guess what happened?
The planet fell. The planet broke before the guard did.
The guard still broke in the end, didn't it?
No, they're still holding it. It's a demon world, and they're still fighting on it. The guards still haven't broke.
I mean, the ones
still
who left
fighting there.
The ones who left Cadia aren't still fighting. They got turned into servitors.
That's, apart from what's his name? The fucking named characters.
Oh, you're talking about General, what's his face? Creed?
No, Creed has been put in a Pokeball by Trizine.
Yeah.
Pokeball?
Okay.
Yeah, he's been put in a Pokeball.
Pokeball.
Yeah.
The what the fuck's a Pokerball?
Trace in Mom.
What would a Pokeball be? Can I get a definition, please?
A
No,
Pokeball. It'd be
you
like
cannot get a definition.
it was a pair. It'd be a pair of aces.
What? Pair of aces. Okay, Pokeball. So how does the ball fit into?
It doesn't.
Between turns, you'll just roll around a ball just for fun. Just to pass the time.
I choose to use Pokeball. Okay, what's it do?
Oh well, then it's just a ball with a poker symbol on it. You know.
A poker symbol.
Then it's just one of those special ball, like limited edition. Oh, I went to this stadium and I got a ball with a logo on it. I will never use
For a poker tournament, yeah.
Yeah, I went to a stadium for a poker tournament. How nice! Oh, I think I read it. God.
Fucking God.
That's something I know. I know people who would do that, which annoys me.
I really hope that the Necrons
Mhm.
are on the new Necrons are on the same basis as the old Necrons.
Would we have the
Nope.
one? Do we get to see the one that has Sanguinius's face on it again?
The Silent King.
Sure. I just know the.
How has it got How has the Silent King got Sanguinius' face on it?
We don't know. He appears in a Blood Angels book, and he's got a Sanguinius death mask on, and they never explain why.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's heavily implied that he personally knew Sanguinius,
Yeah.
and it's never explained why.
They were best friends.
Oh, didn't they also, the Blood Angels and the Silent King and his army team up at some point in that book? Or did they just part ways because of the...
Is that Wardlow? It sounds like Wardlow.
It's fairly old. I mean, it was established lore when I got into the fandom, so like by 2014 it was decently
That's
old.
Wardlow. That's definitely 5th
Most
edition
likely.
Blood Angels lore. I doubt that's canon anymore.
Can we get some... Nothing is can we get some background to what it means? I don't know what it means, and there's a good percentage people watching this might not know what it means.
Watching
Wardlow?
this,
Yeah, I have no clue.
Fucking Matt Ward. Everyone knows who Matt Ward is. Matt Ward is a Games Workshop writer back in the early 2000s.
Matt Ward lore is in
The early 2000s to mid 2010s, until finally the fan base had enough of this shit, and for the first time in their history, Games Workshop listened to community feedback.
And then
And
they
now
brought him
we're
back.
here. They brought him back secretly, apparently, but people.
I mean, they brought him
nobody
back
knows.
secretly, but he also posted on his Twitter him walking into Games Workshop's main building,
Yeah, but people have still. Well, that
and then he
doesn't mean he's
played a
necessarily
song
writing
over it
anything.
saying, "Guess who's back again."
But yeah, fucking. Alright, I'll go on fucking 1D4chan, because I know 1D4chan will have it precisely cited at what year and date the fucking Ward shit came about.
Sounds about right.
That's exactly what they do. It's like, yes.
1D4chan's website is a little fucky right now because it crashed like 3 days ago, and they
Yeah.
lost all their fucking pages, so they're just
Wow.
rebuilding them.
all of them.
Yeah, the entire site was lost.
Yeah, they're in
Aw, how am I gonna get my Ratkin perfect?
He's trying to back them up, but right now the pages are new.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. Fuck me. Daily Rituals of the Blue Angel.
Guess we'll have to wait for Varv's next lore rant.
Oh, no.
You can try the way back machine.
I love how
Can't be bothered.
how both the videos that are gonna go up of Varv's lore rant are gonna be just him talking over whatever game I've been playing at the moment.
It's great. Fucking me and Cragmore go off on Lawrence all the time. Usually about how shit Dawn is. Fuck Dawn. He's crap.
It was during the Guyana campaign, whenever that was.
I was gonna do this.
Literally, I think the only reason that people like Dawn anymore is haha funny TTS, man.
Yeah, you were absolutely right. That is the 5th edition Blood Angels Codex.
called it Wardlaw. Do you know why I know? Do you know why I know that? Because that's what I played in 5th edition until I got sick of it and moved to Black Templars, who was still in 4th edition.
Okay. Anyways, I think we should sign this out.
I'm not.
Because I want to go to sleep.
Signing out,
Fuck you.
viewers.
Hey gamers, it's me, your boy.
Hashtag
Nick.
gamers.
And man 420 here.
Anything else you would like
Hey
to say
everyone,
with your rant?
XX, the Whipping Gamer God XX1997 here.
The 1/4 salutes the brave Mujahideen fighters who destroyed 3 towers on 9/11.
Oh my god.
That's my sign off. That's my goddamn sign.